Hi everyone, this is Fabi here, and in today's video we are going to take an in-depth look at the BenQ ScreenBar, a monitor light designed to help you work and read in front of your computer more easily. Now BenQ have been kind enough to send me this product for a review, but the thoughts you will hear throughout this video are solely mine, as this is not a paid review. The sponsor for today's video is PCBWay, your go-to PCB manufacturer. More about them later in the video. First, let me start off by saying that I wish I knew about this monitor light sooner. I used to be a student up until this year when I finished my master's degree, and this monitor light would have come in really handy when studying for exams or doing research late at night, which was a lot of the times basically. Because of the limited desk depth, I just gave up on the idea of having a desk lamp, and what I would do is just crank up my monitor brightness in order to be able to read from the book that was sitting in front of my monitor. Of course it wasn't a good solution, and my eyes would start to hurt because of the powerful light coming from my monitor, and that light was basically aimed directly towards my eyes. Now check this out, night and day difference. Because of the asymmetrical optical design, the ScreenBar lights up just what is directly underneath it. No light reflecting off your monitor, and more importantly, no light coming directly towards your eyes. I actually find that I enjoy keeping my ScreenBar on at night even if I'm not reading or working on something physically in front of my computer, simply because it provides some nice lighting around my monitor and it makes it easier on my eyes to focus on what I'm looking at on the screen. Especially now since the pandemic, as a lot of us are working from home, this product is great because it allows you to illuminate what you're working on in front of your monitor without occupying any desk space. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the ScreenBar works wonderfully if you want to eat a late night snack in front of your computer, which is something that I might have done myself a few times and that I'm guilty of. So jumping on to features, this monitor light has auto dimming, which automatically adjusts the luminance to a very comfortable 500 lux, meaning that you won't have to mess with the brightness while focusing on your work or on studying. It's very comfortable to use as it doesn't suddenly jump from one brightness level to the other. The shift is so subtle that you only really see it if you're actually focusing on it. This feature is activated through an easily accessible capacitive button, and it works through an integrated ambient light sensor. If you want to deactivate it, it's as simple as pressing on the brightness button in order to override the automatic setting. Adjusting the brightness manually is also easy, allowing you to adjust it in 15 steps, with the lamp gently increasing or decreasing the brightness as you go through them. I do feel like 8 more spaced out steps would have been enough though. Sometimes it takes too many taps to get to your preferred brightness level, but to be honest, this is just me being nitpicky, because up until now I find myself just using the monitor light with auto dimming most of the time on, and it does a great job adjusting the brightness automatically. What I appreciate most about the ScreenBar is the ability to change between 8 different color temperatures. This allows you to set a cool color for learning or working, for example, and a warm color for reading books. The way this works is through a dual LED setup, with one LED emitting a cool white light, whereas the other LED emits a warmer light. This allows BenQ to control how much light LEDs of each type emit in order to obtain the desired color. If you're worried that the ScreenBar won't fit your screen, you should put those worries to rest. With its patented clamp, it fits any screen you may have, no matter the curvature or the thickness. It's also easy to mount, it has rubber pads on the sides touching your monitor case, and it also has some added weight at the back of the hinge, meaning that if you are going to tap the buttons, there's not going to be a wobble and the ScreenBar is not going to just fall off. Even though the clamp is awesome, one added benefit of the ScreenBar is that it works even when it's not mounted inside the clamp. So basically you can use it while being mounted any other way you wish. One thing I wish the clamp included is a cable management cutout or a cable management tunnel, basically to hide the charging cable. Currently, when I enter my room, I see my monitor from the side, which means that the cable coming from the ScreenBar stands out a little bit. Speaking about the cable though, I'm glad to report that this monitor light has a USB-C input. I can't stress how much I hate that some manufacturers are still coming out with micro USB accessories in 2021. We've all got to make the effort to switch to USB-C at some point, and the longer this transition phase takes, the more painful it's going to be for all of us because of all of the dongles and the adapters we have to buy, and I'm just glad that BenQ got the note on this. What I do wish for a future iteration though is Apple HomeKit and Alexa integration. Just imagine setting up a scene that turns on your screen bar and also plays some lounge music through a speaker so that you have the perfect work setup at night. Wouldn't that be great? Also, if you have a laptop and you don't currently have an external monitor to go along with it, BenQ offers the ScreenBar Light with a clip that is designed especially for your laptop screen. If you wish to more easily control the monitor light without having to reach to the screen bar itself, you can look at the ScreenBar Plus, which has a desk-mounted dial that allows for the same controls as you have on the regular screen bar, but the dial means that you can switch between brightness and color temperature levels much faster. BenQ does have experience in this field, with the ScreenBar being the first monitor light in the world. Special thanks to PCBWay, which is a one-stop shop for all your PCB prototyping, 3D printing and CNC machining needs. Click the link in the description to find out how you can order 5 PCBs for less than $25. I've personally used PCBWay before being sponsored by them to order PCBs for myself and over 100 colleagues from university for a class project, and the interaction with them has always been great, same as with the quality of the delivered PCBs. No matter how complex your PCB requirements are, PCBWay has got you covered. Anyways, if you're interested in buying the ScreenBar, make sure to check out the link to BenQ's website in the description. At under $100, it's a must-have accessory for your setup, especially for those of us who find ourselves staring at our computer screens late at night. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it, share with your friends, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future videos. Thanks again for watching and stay tuned for more content. I'll see you guys in the next video.